Welcome, this is Agyat. Today we will be studying Buddha. Here I have skipped prehistory of India, Harappan civilization and Vedic age. Here today we will be studying the chapter Buddha. It is very important chapter. It is ancient India is not mentioned in the mains part of UPSC, but it is in pre-part of UPSC syllabus. So on Buddha, I have made a succinct note which would be very helpful for you. Let's get started. The Buddha, born in 563 BC in Lumbini, which is in modern day Nepal. His childhood name was Siddhartha, and he was born on Vaishak Purnima. Here, one thing need to be remembered, and which is that Vaishak Purnima is the date of enlightenment, the date of birth, and the date of Mahaparinirvana, when the Buddha left his body. So this is the same day, which is Vaishak Purnima. His father name was Suddhodhan. He was chief of Shakya clan. Shakya was republic in Janpad of Kosala. Here we need to understand what is republic. First we need to understand what is democracy. In democracy, there are two kinds of democracy. First one is direct and second one is indirect. In indirect democracy, the people of state directly possess the supreme power. But in indirect democracy, people elect their representatives and their representatives possess the supreme power. So, in democratic polity, it can be classified into two categories. First one is monarchy and second one is republic. In monarchy, the head of the state is a king, which is hereditary. But in republic, the head of the state is elected by the people of that state. So here we understood what is republic. So his father was chief of Shakya clan. Suddhodhan was his name. Her mother name was Mahamaya, and she was from Kulyan clan. Here I have not written here that Buddha's mother Mahamaya died in 7 days when she gave birth to Buddha. So she was brought up by her stepmother, Prajapati Gautami. I have not mentioned it here, so you have to write it separately. Prajapati Gautami raised Buddha. Okay, few things need to be considered here. English is not my first language. I have been a Hindi medium student. My schooling as well as my graduation medium was Hindi. But for the sake of convenience, I will be talking in English. So here I might done a few grammatical mistakes, pronunciation mistakes. So you have to bear with me. So the Buddha at the age of 16 years, he got married to Yashodhara, and Yashodhara gave birth to Rahul. Rahul was son of Buddha and Yashodhara. At the age of 29, when he saw older men, sick men, corpse, and ascetics. I am repeating again: older men, sick men, corpse, ascetic. Uh, it can be remembered easily. Imagine an story or image. Older man. Older man is older man who is sick and who died and become corpse. Older man who is sick, died and become corpse. And fourth one, remember ascetic. So in this way, you can remember the four thing: older man, sick man, corpse, and ascetics. So when Buddha saw older man, sick man, corpse, and ascetics, then he renounced his palace. And this incident is called Great Departure. Mahabhinishkarmana. Remember the word Mahabhinishkarmana, the Great Departure. We will talk about it later on. Okay, so his charioteer name was Channa and horse name was Kanthak. Charioteer name was Channa, horse name was Kanthak. Charioteer name was Channa, horse name was Kanthak. So when Buddha renounced his palace, he went first to Alar Kalam and he learned Sakya philosophy from Alar Kalam. Kapil Muni propounded this Sankhya philosophy. Kapil Muni propounded this Sankhya philosophy. So Buddha learned Sankhya philosophy from Alar Kalam. Second one is Yoga philosophy, which was propounded by Patanjali, Maharshi Patanjali. So Buddha learned Yoga philosophy from Rudrak Ramputra. Rudrak Ramputra. The words which I highlighted in this concise note, you had to remember it because it is very important in exam perspective, because these are asked in various state PCS as well as in UPSC. So Buddha wandered for 6 years and got enlightenment under the peepal tree at Gaya in Bihar. So the peepal tree is also called Bodhi Vriksh, the Bodhi tree. And he spent last rainy season in Vaishali. So when Buddha was in Pava, he was in Amravatika, which is a mango orchard, where a blacksmith named Chund offered Buddha sukar mas. Sukar mas means mushroom, which was poisonous, and this caused Buddha bleeding. So Buddha died in 483 BC in Kushinagar, which is also called Kushinara, in which was capital of Mall Republic. Remember this republic, Mall Republic, Kushinagar. This question was asked in various state PCS. Okay, so another name was Buddha was Shakyamuni. Shakyamuni, as I mentioned earlier, that he was from Shakya clan. That is why he is also called Shakyamuni. Another name was Buddha was Tathagat. Tathagat means one who has thus gone. Who has thus gone. In Ananda was his cousin and also disciple. On the recommendation of Ananda, Buddha started initiation of women. Earlier, Buddha not allowed the initiation of women. Here, one thing to be noted, which is when Buddha was living, he didn't allow his sayings to be written down. When Buddha left the body, then his sayings was written down. So his various sayings start with Ananda this, Ananda that, Ananda this, Ananda that. Ananda was his principal disciple and his cousin, and Ananda was always present with Buddha. When Buddha used to go anywhere, Buddha was always with him. Okay, so Buddha is also called Light of Asia. And Light of Asia is book by Edwin Arnold. And Buddha is mentioned in this book as Light of Asia. Okay, here another important thing from exams perspective, which is symbol. I have mentioned here 8 symbols, which is very important from exams perspective, which have been asked from various state PCS. First one is womb, and symbol is elephant. Second one is birth, symbol lotus. Young age, symbol bull. Great departure, I mentioned it earlier, Mahabhinishkarmana. Remember this name. Great departure, Mahabhinishkarmana, and the symbol is horse. Sixth one is enlightenment. Symbol is people tree, Bodhi tree. I mentioned it earlier. First sermon. Buddha's first sermon is called Dharma Chakra Pravartana. Buddha's first sermon is called Dharma Chakra Pravartana, and he gave his first sermon at Sarnath. Remember this, Sarnath. And the symbol is wheel, the Dharma Chakra. In Mahaparinirvana, when Buddha left his body, the symbol is stupa. These 8 symbols are very important. So pause the video and try to say it in your mind or loudly. After repeating twice, thrice, 5 times, 6 times, it will be remembered. It is very important from exam perspective. Now the next topic is Triratna. Triratna means 3 jewel. You have heard it. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, and Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. So these are the 3 Ratnas of Buddhism. Buddha, Dhamm, Sangh. Buddha, Dhamm, Sangh. Next topic is 4 noble truth. Buddha says, दुख है, दुख का कारण है, दुख के पार की अवस्था है, और दुख के पार जाने के लिए अष्टांगिक मार्ग है. And this should be remembered in chronological order. First, there is suffering. Second, there is the cause of suffering, cause. Third, there is a cessation of suffering. And the fourth one is there is path leading to cessation of suffering, Ashtangik Marg. Ashtangik Marg, when I did analysis of various state PCS exams asked questions, I found that no PCS has asked about Ashtangik Marg. So here I am repeating it. If you want to try to remember it, you may remember. That is, first Samyak Drishti, second Samyak Sankalp, third Samyak Vak, fourth Samyak Karm, fifth Samyak Jivika, seventh Samyak Smriti, and eighth Samyak Samadhi. It is not important from exam perspective, but you can take a pause the video, and if you want to remember it, just repeat it 5 times, 6 times, and you may easily remember it. Yeah, it is. The next important topic is Buddhist literature, which is called Pitaka. There are three kinds of Pitakas: Sutta Pitaka, Vinay Pitaka, and Abhidhamma Pitaka. In Sutta Pitaka, the teachings of Buddha is contained. Teachings of Buddha in Sutta Pitaka. In Vinay Pitaka, the precepts for the bhikkhus, the disciple of Buddha, for them precepts are mentioned in Vinay Pitaka. In Abhidhamma Pitaka, the philosophy of Buddhism is contained. So remember this: Sutta Pitaka, Vinay Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka. Pitaka consists of 4 Pitakas: Sutta Pitaka, teachings of Buddha; Vinay Pitaka, precepts for the bhikkhus; in Abhidhamma Pitaka, philosophy of Buddhism. Okay, this is very important topic. Buddhist Council. Buddhist Council. Here, year, place, president and ruler. I have written it down. First Buddhist Council took place in 483 BC. Remember the date? 483 BC, which was the day of Mahaparinirvana of Buddha, when Buddha left the body. So the first council took place immediately after the death of Buddha. Remember the date? 483 BC. Second Buddhist Council, just minus 100. So 483 BC minus 100 is equal to 383 BC. This is the second Buddha Council's date. Third Buddha Council took place in 247 BC. In few books it is mentioned 250s, and one book it is mentioned 255. So I have written it 247 BC. And fourth Buddhist Council took place in 98 Anno Domini. In few books the date is not mentioned. It is written the first century. Okay, so remember the place: Rajgriha, Vaishali, Patliputra, Kundalgram, in chronological order. First Buddhist Council, Rajgriha; second Buddhist Council, Vaishali; third Buddhist Council, Patliputra; and fourth Buddhist Council, Kundalvan, which is in Kashmir. Okay, now the presidents. It should be remembered in chronological order. Mahakashyap was president of first Buddhist Council. Mahakashyap. Sabkami was second president. And Mugliputra Tisa was president of third Buddhist Council. In fourth Buddhist Council, there were two people presided the fourth Buddhist Council. Vasumitra was the president. And Ashwaghosa was vice president. Remember, now we will try to remember under which ruler these Buddhist Council took place. First one is Ajat Shatru. First Buddhist Council took place in the reign of Ajat Shatru. Ajat Shatru was from Haryang dynasty. Second one is Kalasoka. Kalasoka was from Shishunak dynasty. Third one is Ashoka, which is obviously everybody remember that he was from Maurya dynasty. And fourth one is Kanishka. Kanishka was the foreign ruler. He was a Kushana. The chronology of foreign rulers in India, in ancient India, is Indo-Greek, Shakas, Pallavas, and Kushanas. So Kanishka was the ruler of Kushanas. First one is Kujul-Kadphises, second one is Vima-Kadphises, and third one is Kanishk. So Kanishka is called the second Ashoka. So it can be, you can easily remember the ruler. First one is Ajatashatru, and remaining three has the name Ashoka, Kal Ashoka, Ashoka, and Kanishka. Kanishka is called second Ashoka. You can pause the video, take a screenshot, and try to memorize it. It is very important topic. Okay, the last topic is Buddhist schools. Buddhist schools. Hinyan. Hinyan is the orthodox school which contains the saying and teachings of Buddha as it is. And scriptures are in Pali. Buddha gave all his sermons, all his discourses in Pali. Remember this? Buddha gave his discourses in Pali language. Later the Mahayana school was formed. It was heterodox school. There was a slight difference from Buddha's teachings in Mahayana school. And scriptures are in Sanskrit. Third one is Vajrayana. It developed in 8th century. It was it contained Tantra. And the same Vajravan, was established in Tibet in 11th century. Here now we have covered everything which is important from exams perspective. So I am remembering one beautiful story. Many of you may have heard about it, that a woman whose son died. So when she came to know that Buddha is visited village, she took the corpse of her child to the Buddha's feet and asked Buddha to resurrect him. Buddha said, okay, I will resurrect him, but do one thing, just go to any household in your village and take a handful of mustard seeds. So she was in distress, so she went to each and every household of her village. But the condition was that the household from where you would be bringing mustard seed. So in that household, nobody should be died earlier, and it was impossible because in every household there was somebody who died. So he was in distress. She was in distress, the mother. After a while, she remembered that everybody who is born has to die. So soon after this incident, the mother was initiated by Buddha, and she became the disciple of Buddha. Okay, so now we have covered everything.